I find it interesting that the psalmist here says that it's a good thing that he faced affliction because it brought him closer to God. And the Word of God, it can bring us closer to God when we're going through a valley, because then we have to get our hearts and minds on the Word and on our God, and it draws us closer. But the maturity, the spiritual maturity of the psalmist is in realizing that the afflictions were not a bad thing, but were actually a really good thing for him. And I know this is true for me. I'm sure it's true for you as well. We tend to look at the negative things in life and the afflictions and trials that we face. We tend to look at them in a negative light, and we don't want them. In fact, we ask God to take them away from us, just like Paul did. He asked God 3 times to take the thorn in the side, to take it away from him. And God said, no, my grace is sufficient. So God will allow these afflictions in our life in order to get us to rely on him more. This in turn draws us closer to God. And then we can look and say, I'm so glad that God allowed this affliction in my life to bring me closer to God. I'm so glad that God brought trouble into my life because it drew me closer to him. And now I know God in a deeper way than I did before I had faced those afflictions. That's the thought of the psalmist here at the end of our 9th section. We'll close with verse 73. He says in verse 72,